Hello, and welcome to today's edition of Coping with Donald. And we are still in early January 2025. But this isn't going to be about Donald. It's not going to be anything about Donald. Well, almost nothing about Donald. But it is going to be basically a movie review. Just our honest opinions on a movie that we saw. And that movie was...
Wicked.
And it certainly was. And I knew, first of all, I am not a musical type guy. I mean, as in musical movies, musicals.
I am. I'm a music major. Majored in music from Ohio State. Instrumentalist, pianist.
Oh, we didn't. And this is Georgia.
I'm Georgia.
I'm Phil. Sorry.
We went to see Wicked to get our minds off of things. You know, to do something just to clear our heads and enjoy an evening and try not to talk about politics. So we thought, oh, well, let's go see Wicked.
And the show started at 4:30.
4:30.
And about an hour and a half in, I thought the show was going to end at midnight because I went to see a movie that I thought was in essence, a preview of how the Wicked Witch got where she was, the Good Witch got where she was, etc., etc. And there was some of that in there that laid the groundwork for, oh, that's going to lead to that, and this is going to lead to the other thing. But then when I went, first of all, I was figuring, well, since we're going to be here till midnight, I really need to use the restroom. That was about 2 hours in, okay?
Yeah.
So I went to the restroom, and on the way back, I looked at the marquee outside of the actual room, and it said, Wicked, Part 1.
Yeah, and when Phil got up to go to the bathroom, I grabbed my purse because I thought, oh, good, we're leaving.
Yeah, she wanted to go.
I was like done. I was thinking, the storyline was really like going nowhere for a long time. And the music I thought was not great at all. Costuming was fun. Costumes were good. Dance routines, the choreography was
They worked hard, you could tell.
Pretty good, but the music itself was not all that, I didn't think. And then it just went on and on and on. So he got up in 2 hours, and I'm thinking, oh my God.
Well, I think I whispered to you in the middle of the movie, and I was saying, I just want to see how the story develops.
I know.
And then it would be all of a sudden, we go into another long dance routine. I was like, oh, yeah.
I think I said to him maybe an hour and a half in, I said, do you want to leave? Didn't I? And then
I think 3 times you did.
I did.
Okay?
And then he says, no, I really want to see where this story's going. I'm like, okay, the 2 hour point, he gets up to go to the bathroom. I grab my purse. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna go. He's like, no, I'm coming. He said, I'm coming back.
And she was like, oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So.
No.
He comes back, and now we're 2.5 hours in.
2 and a quarter, I think it was.
2 and a quarter? Yeah. And then we gave up.
I gave up. I saw part 1. I said, we're leaving. Get your stuff. We're going. It's not wrapping up. And we wound up leaving about 5 to 10 minutes, before the end of the movie. Who leaves 5 to 10 minutes before the end of any movie? Okay? Nobody. If you've gone that far, it's like, I'm here for the end. You know? But we were like, I was like, there is no end.
There was no end. I didn't think it was going to end. Really.
I'm not going to get the answers that I want. At all. Okay? As a matter of fact, at the end of the movie, basically, the Witch of the West was still good, and Glinda of the North was like a selfish brat. Okay? That's at the end. So the witch hasn't even really gotten bad yet.
Yeah.
All right? So this is the infancy. If you're 20 years old, say you're 25 years old, and you have 2 children, especially girls, and they're like 5 and 4, you're going to be going to Wicked every year for the rest of your life. Okay? You're going to see Wicked Part 15. Now, technically, there's only 4 books, I heard. So there's probably going to be Wicked Part 4. But that's Wicked Part too many.
I would have never. I mean, my advice would be don't take a small child to that movie because they're going to be. I mean, I was bored. I mean, a kid is going to be like, oh my God.
Yeah, don't give them any soda either. Forget it. You'll regret it.
In 20 minutes.
You will regret. They'll be bouncing off the chairs, okay? When are we leaving? This stinks.
Yeah.
What is this? I had so many problems with that movie. The one thing I really liked was you could tell the choreographers worked hard.
Yeah.
Okay? And the dance routines,
the dancing was good.
They really pulled off very well. But I don't think there's one memorable song there. I'd be shocked if well, now it's like for each category at the Academy Awards, don't they have 10 nominees now? I know they do for like Best Actress. They have 10 different nominees, not only because there's more films that come out every year, but I think they're just trying to placate the actors and actresses and directors.
Right.
You know, oh yeah, you were nominated along with, every other director, that directed anything. Yeah. Barney's Big Adventure, The singing, like I said, the songs, I can't imagine a song being nominated for Best Song in a Motion Picture.
No,
I'm sure there will be.
I don't think there will be.
Oh, I'm sure somebody will fight for it, like, somebody in the Academy, some people that get paid to promote these things.
Okay, the voices were nice. I mean, both the one that played Glinda,
the singers, the two main female singers.
The Good Witch, the Bad Witch, they both had nice voices. I mean, their voices were nice voices. They were good at their singing, but the songs, structurally, being a music major, and going through 5 years of music theory, the songs made no sense to me. Technically.
Everybody remembers songs from Aladdin. Everybody remembers songs from Beauty and the Beast.
Little Mermaid.
Yeah, but I don't remember one song from this, and we just saw it.
No, these songs musically made no sense to me.
And it is a musical.
Theory.
We have to remember this.
Theory-wise,
okay? This is not a drama.
Yeah.
It's a musical. And that doesn't even address my biggest concern about the movie, but I would like to hear more from you. On what bothered you the most about the movie. It wasn't just the songs.
Well, the songs did bother me a lot.
They really did. Okay.
Yeah.
Apparently, since you're bringing that up again.
Well, because musically, I'm trying to analyze a song.
Well, I'm going to bring up
chord changes and the bridge and the choruses and things like that make a piece of music a piece of music. It didn't make sense. The music didn't make that much sense to me. Musically. The voices were beautiful.
And I'll take your word for it because I do not have a music background.
But that and the fact that it just drug on and on and on.
And on.
And on. And I was hungry.
Oh, were you? Sorry. I didn't want to pay $20 for a popcorn.
No, I didn't want popcorn. I was ready to eat dinner at 7 o'clock.
Dinner would have been about $120, I think, per person at a movie theater.
Yeah, just the non-development of the story, and then on top of it, the music was the songs just didn't.
Well, my biggest problem with the movie was the story itself, and I'll explain why. The character development. In the beginning of this movie, Glinda is a witch with the B word in front, okay? Let's face it, she is. She was horrible. Glinda is selfish, snobby. She wants all the attention all the time. Okay, she's like Barbie, only mean. Okay, she's like a mean girl Barbie. Well, all right, I wouldn't go that far, but she's a selfish Barbie, very selfish Barbie.
Self-centered, very into herself. I mean, all this flipping of the hair thing that happened.
The running joke
through the whole movie.
Through the whole movie, which, by the way, there really isn't much comedy in this movie. If there was, it was so unfunny I didn't even recognize it. Okay, the bad witch, who has a name, but I can't remember, Alba Maria or something, something like that.
Some weird.
She is innocent, impressionable.
She's kind.
She's kind and caring. Okay, she loves animals.
She's been bullied.
Well, that we'll get to. But her general nature is wonderful. And just before the end, her general nature is still completely wonderful. Now, up until that point, she's bullied the whole movie. The whole movie. Okay? Her father hates her. He blames her for the death of her mom. He blames her because her sister is crippled. And none of these things had to do with Alba Marie or whatever her name was. Okay? None of them. She was just trying to be good. So you watch a movie where Glinda's super spoiled and the Green Witch is bullied.
Bullied, belittled.
And still holding on to her goodness.
Made fun of because she's green.
So if you're going to watch, well, first of all, my God, good luck. If you're going to watch all four of these movies together as a binge, kind of, wow, then you would understand as the story goes on how the Green Witch, I guess, is going to turn evil, and how Glinda is going to be a better person. But you don't get that in just the first movie. You take that child to the movie, it's almost like teaching them to bully other kids. It's almost teaching them to act like a real brat. Because at the end of the first movie, Glinda is still a brat. Yeah. I think it's a horrible movie to show children
very bad,
on its own. I can't believe that nobody objected to that in the movie studios of these highly paid people.
Yeah, well, I mean, right in front of us, there was probably a 10-year-old girl with her mom and somebody else, and I thought, oh my God.
That girl next to you wasn't even paying attention, was she?
No. But, they were not paying attention after the first hour, 45 minutes, but, I'm thinking, this is a horrible movie to take a young girl to.
It's a terrible example for children.
It's really a terrible example, yeah. It was not good.
Unless you want, your kids to grow up like Lindsay Lohan in that movie, and pick on other kids. Pick on disabled kids.
Disabled kids, kids of different color.
Kids that are don't fight back.
Yeah. For
one reason or another. It was just very sad. And as a father, I was very sad. I could not stand the character of her father because of what he did to her.
Yeah.
The Green Witch's father.
Yeah. He was hateful.
He was terrible. So, the actresses, they're wonderful. The dancing was wonderful. The songs were unmemorable. And the message of the movie was horrible. And it was a woke movie. A woke movie. We are liberals. It was a woke movie. And it was too much force. It was really obvious, okay? There were goats and there were animals that could speak. And the humans wanted to rewrite history. This is where it's like really too obvious in today's society. They wanted to take history and rewrite it completely so that animals can't talk, never talked, should be subservient to people.
And caged.
Oh, yeah. That's how they were going to do it, was cage them. Right.
Well.
I want you to expand on that because I've been talking too much.
Well, yeah. The animal thing was terrible, too. And I'm surprised we lasted that long.
That's true.
To even get to that part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true, really. And the
because-
animals were all afraid. They'd meet in secret at night. They were university professors.
They were university professors. They were teaching.
They were teaching the kids. And then Ron DeSantis or somebody came in and said, you're not going to teach that anymore. As a matter of fact, you're not even going to teach.
And we're going to just run you out and put you in cages.
I mean, didn't Planet of the Apes teach us anything?
Right?
All right?
Yeah,
I mean,
so, anyway, yeah.
as a matter of fact, since that was so bad for children in its 2-hour and forever form, that I think that they should be required to watch Planet of the Apes
Oh, yeah.
before they watch this movie. So they can at least have a little bit of empathy left after the movie studio gets done ripping it apart.
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, we don't need, in this day and age, with this administration coming in, less empathy. All right?
Oh, my God.
We do not need that in our lives.
I just was so disappointed. Yeah, you know.
So you were
I was expecting way more than.
Oh, I was
mean,
expecting, because the
So-
reviews. Oh, a movie adults can enjoy with their children. I mean, I think if you showed me a movie of a circus and all the animals getting whipped, I think I'd feel about the same way at the end of that movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You're a teacher. What would you give it grade-wise?
A grade?
Yeah, for the whole movie.
The whole movie.
Mm-hmm. As a standalone movie.
D.
They tried with the dancing. I'll be nice.
That's
and
why I
say
didn't give him an F.
C minus.
I would say a D because the dancing was good and the two lead singer voice, the two girls, the good witch, bad witch, they did have pretty voices. Other than that, it was a complete flop.
I'm sure Wicked 2 and Wicked whatever that follows that, if there are more, I am sure that those movies are going to wrap the story up. Glinda will become a better person. The witch,
I don't know, but if you can sit through it, I mean, if it doesn't take 2.5 hours.
I felt sorry for the witch.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. Okay, I felt sorry for the witch. In the beginning, they're all celebrating her death. That's where the movie starts. They're celebrating the death of the Green Witch after Dorothy has poured water on her.
Right. Then it goes back.
And then it goes back in time.
In time to tell the story.
And then their hatred for the witch was deep, and Glinda actually lights the straw witch on fire. Even though at one time in the movie their lives were so integrated.
No.
You know, I'm wondering, does the Green Witch steal Glinda's husband or something? I mean, what's going to happen?
I don't even want to. I don't think I want to watch any more of it. I don't.
Well, there you have it.
So
There you have it, movie reviewers. A movie you can enjoy with your kids.
not
So, this has been Phil.
Georgia.
And this has been Coping with Donald. We didn't even really bring in the politics of this movie too much. And like I said, it was too heavy for us. I cannot believe DeSantis allows this to be aired. He must be getting a kickback.
He must be. Yeah.
And here I am again, leaning in. You know what that means? It's going to be the end. Have a great night.